I'd be crazy if I didn't ask you this question, but I got to ask it. It's like when we had the PGA Championship at Valhalla, Scottie Scheffler got arrested, and you're the guy that basically bailed him out of jail. I mean, give us the cliff notes of that story.
That was, you think you prepare for everything, David. We worked 2 years to prepare for a PGA. And then, we actually thought Scottie might not play before because he and Meredith were expecting their first kid, their first child. And he made it clear, hey, if she's in labor, I'm not coming. So we're thinking that would be the number one golfer not coming would be tough. And then he's coming. And then I wake up Friday morning, as you did, and you hear Scottie Scheffler is being taken to jail, which those two things don't really register. The word Scottie Scheffler, from what I knew about him, and jail, going in the same sentence. But gotten that and just went into full crisis mode. Like, what would this tournament be if we didn't have him, if he didn't make his tee time? So went down, made a lot of phone calls. Hopefully common sense would prevail, and we were able to get him out. And I learned a lot of that day from the standpoint of him. He was amazing. He never, when I first saw him after we got him out of jail, I didn't know if he was going to say, take me to the airport, I'm leaving, or, I need to get out of this town, which would have been devastating to our event. He was such an overwhelming fan favorite. But he never claimed victimhood. He actually apologized to me saying, I'm sorry if I did anything wrong. I was just doing what I was told. And he told me how nice the people in the jail were to him. He's like, these people. And I didn't know what to expect because he had every right to kind of be angry. And then I said, Scottie, hopefully you're going to play today. And he said, well, what's my tee time? And I told him, he says, yeah, I think I'll give it a go. So his calmness, his graciousness in a time, character really shows in a time of adversity like that. And I learned a lot from him, actually.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're an early riser because, what happened to me is that I stayed out a little late the night before, and I always get up at like 6:00, but I slept in. And I go to my phone, as I always do, and there's a text from Randy Smith, his coach, saying, David, I need a lawyer for Scottie Scheffler. And I go, oh, my God, what has happened, And thank God you were there, and Mayor Greenberg and you teamed up, and we got him out in time for his tee-off time, and he birdied the first hole and had a very great round. But thank goodness for Louisville. It would have been a big blemish on Louisville if you wouldn't have been able to pull that off. And so hats off to you on that one.